Today, Neversoft is no more. Kinda. Basically. This is CheckPoint. Welcome to CheckPoint, where we are back from another week away, this time in Detroit.
We filled ourselves with all the local delights, Coney dogs and Faygo.
And for the record, all the snarky comments about Detroit from our local friends who've never even been there were pretty much corroborated by the locals, yeah.
Yeah.
RPG Child of Light is changing its difficulty settings from normal and hard to casual and expert, the developer announced recently. The game's writer, Jeffrey Yohalam, said, "Normal is a misrepresentation, implying that there is one way to play that is normal is wrong. So instead there are only two ways to play, which I'm sure is much better. The way that if you're good at games, and the way if you're a filthy casual." Child of Night isn't the first game to use casual as a setting, but I'd like to see more. Difficulties like, "Why do you suck so bad?" and "Actually playing the game properly, idiots."
Oculus and ZeniMax are fighting over computer programming dreamboat John Carmack. And money, well, mostly money. You see, way back before he was working full-time at Oculus, Carmack was splitting his time between the two companies, working on a VR version of Doom for ZeniMax. And while it was okay at the time, now that Oculus has $2 billion in money and stock options sitting in the bank, ZeniMax has decided that anything that Carmack made for Oculus while he was also working for ZeniMax is the property of ZeniMax, and they want some of that sweet, sweet Facebook money as compensation. Oculus has responded by saying, "Bitch, we didn't steal your shit. You just a broke-ass hoe coming after our money." Except with more lawyers and less snapping. But probably not no snapping, because this whole lawsuit is basically the plot of a Jerry Springer episode just reskinned for a new platform.
The town of Marshfield, Massachusetts, population 25,000, has overturned a 32-year-old bylaw banning arcade game cabinets. Passed in 1982 amid fears that arcades would attract an undesirable crowd to the town, the law was still only closely repealed by a vote of 203 to 175, and this is after upholding the ban in council votes in both 1994 and 2011. Congratulations, Marshfield. Now you can swagger boldly into the 1980s and get in on all that sweet arcade money just in time for cabinets to go so crushingly irrelevant that they're actually all hipster and cool again. Open a bar.
Persona 4 is getting another anime series adaptation, this time to include all the bonus content from the golden version of the game. Look, I love Persona 4, but why? The golden version of the game didn't actually add all that much. There's a couple more events, another dungeon, and a non-playable character. I know that we haven't wrung every last drop of revenue out of the bone-dry corpse of a game that came out 6 years ago for a console a full 2 generations behind the current one. But Atlas, I have an idea for you, so don't go and greenlight Persona 4 Remix, The Quest for More Money, just yet. Ready? Persona 5! Think about it.
Infinity Ward, the studio that made Call of Duty into the franchise it is today, and Neversoft, the minds behind the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater juggernaut, have announced that they are merging into one mighty super company called Infinity Ward. On Infinity Ward's Twitter, they've said that, quote, "the entire team is excited about the future," presumably accepting Joel Jewett and Scott Pease, Neversoft's studio head and president, respectively, who are leaving the company. Remember, like, 5 years ago when this would have been amazing news instead of just kind of weird?
So, forget Call of Duty Zombie mode. With the Tony Hawk crew on board, they should just make they should just do a mode where you're being attacked by homeless people.
Whoa, wait, we're just cutting out all the pretense of zombies and going straight to you're murdering the poor?
Yeah, you're right. Call of Duty is far too tasteful and subtle to go that far.
Oh.
Coming up, EA Sports has announced that NHL 15 will feature over 9,000 individual crowd models. You can all write your own Dragon Ball Z jokes.